What's up, everybody? In this video, I've got some new details, major stuff regarding South of Midnight. This is another game I want to cover. This isn't exactly an RPG, it's actually an action adventure game, but it's being developed by Compulsion Games. I believe these are the same devs of We Happy Few. And I just really dig the art style, honestly, the stop motion type of way they're doing the game, and just how the gameplay looks from what we've seen so far. And this is also shown off in more detail in the latest Xbox Direct. Here's a quick summary, though, of South of Midnight. Well, this will be available on April 8th, 2025 on Xbox Series X and S, Xbox app for Windows, PC, Steam, Cloud, and you can play it day one with Game Pass. There is like a deluxe version where you can play it 5 days early, starting April 3rd, and get access to digital extras with the premium edition. This is, in my opinion, the whole fake early access gimmick thing, because if it's already good to go by April 3rd, they're just trying to make more money and entice you guys to spend more money to play it early, honestly. That's all that is. But at the Xbox Direct, we got a big amount of more gameplay. And South of Midnight is a third-person action-adventure game set in the American Deep South. In this game's story, the protagonist Hazel and her mother are preparing for the impending hurricane. The storm proves massive, causing catastrophic flooding and causing their own home to be swept downriver with her mother in it. Its aftermath shows the fictional town of Prospero, located in the southern United States, eerily calm while irrevocably changed from the hurricane's destruction. Here, Hazel undertakes a journey in search of her mother, while finding out more about herself and her family's lineage in the process. Hazel begins to see fantastical phenomena all over Prospero, including meeting Catfish, an enormous and talking creature in its own right. Stuck in a tree following the hurricane's destruction, Catfish tells Hazel she is a weaver, someone who possesses magical powers and can see how our threads connect to form the woven tapestry of our fates. As Hazel, players will learn with her to use her powers, overcoming obstacles such as defeating enemies and removing barriers, from conjuring past incarnations of objects to use them to overcome traversal and puzzle challenges, to combat-based spells to take on the biggest foes. As Jasmine Roy, South of Midnight's game director, highlighted during the developer direct, push, pull, and weave are some of the spells at your disposal that gives you a tactical advantage during a fight. Timing is everything. Pull distant enemies close to start melee combos, push them back to interrupt and stun their attack, then press the advantage with follow-up strikes. Speaking of these creatures, though, they show off a few different types of enemies and characters Hazel will encounter. You'll see Hants, which are an enemy class that comes in many forms, with Hazel using her weaving powers and magical tools to unravel the corruption afflicting these creatures and the environment around them, and return the area to reality. There's also a glimpse of Two-Toe Tom, the blind albino alligator the size of an island, which we saw in a gameplay reveal trailer back in 2024. A new mythical creature shown for the first time is Huggin Molly, inspired by a southern legend. Huggin Molly is a monstrous woman spider. Her dress is a quilt patchwork made from children's clothes and her trademark red yarn that she spins like a web. Folks say Huggin Molly still ventures out of her mountain lair to snatch random children that wander off from town, but everyone seems to tell a different version of Molly's story. We've also provided glimpses of other creatures, including the Rougarou, a shape-shifting were-owl who lives in a dense, dark forest at the edge of the mountain. The town in the game, Prospero, and its outskirts are a composite of a number of southern-inspired locations, from flooded countrysides, abysmal swamps, and Appalachian mountains. And while the game features all sorts of creatures pulled directly from southern fairy tales, at its heart, it's a story about family and healing. When its releases in April, players will be able to see firsthand the dev's commitment to narrative-rich storytelling mixed with third-person action, an experience that will take most players between 10 to 12 hours to complete. It is priced at a budget price of $40, though, which is interesting, if you want to just buy it outright. Otherwise, you can play it through Game Pass. If you decide to get the premium edition, it is only $10 more, being at $50, and comes with quite a bit of stuff here. You get the art book, original soundtrack, there's a digital comic book, music video like songs and tales of South of Midnight, and a documentary, Weaving Hazel's Journey Director's Cut. So pretty cool stuff there if you're into all that stuff, guys. It's only $10 more, up to you on that. I'm honestly going to play it through Game Pass, though. This will probably be a Let's Play series I do, with it being 10 to 12 hours for the main story overall. And very much looking forward to this, as I said before, because ever since it got announced, it was something kind of different a bit. And you don't really see a ton of games that do stop motion type of visuals, graphics, presentation, things like that. And I believe that it's optional. If you're not into that type of style of stop motion, you can turn it off and just, I guess, play the game regular, like 1080p, 60 FPS or higher resolution, things like that. But yeah, very nice that they even put that in as an option. I am honestly all for this, because I don't think we've ever had a game that focuses on, Southern United States folklore before, like this one's trying to do. We've had other stuff focused on other mythologies and folklore, from like Japanese culture, other Asian cultures, to Greek mythology, Norse, etc. Right? So it's very cool that these devs are taking upon themselves to focus on some Southern folklore from the United States, and I'm all for it. But what do you guys think about this? Is this a game you're excited for, or now getting into? Have you been excited since they first announced it? Do these new details get you more hype for it? I mean, it is a budget price of $40 if you want to buy it outright and don't want to do the Game Pass route. I think Game Pass is going to be a great way to save some money and play it that way, personally. But I know not everybody has Game Pass. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, though, guys. Tell me what you think about it. Sound off. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please hit that like, subscribe if you're new. My name is Mike, and I'll see you in the next video.